Well, welcome back to our breaking coverage of the news. And we are going to bring in another guest at the moment to help discuss the downing of this F-15E jet inside Iran. So let's bring in now Robert Harward, a retired Navy SEAL. Robert, thanks so much for joining us today. I wondered if you could talk to me briefly about what special operations might be doing in terms of trying to rescue this pilot. What sort of planes, helicopters will be there? Would there be people on the ground at the moment?
Well, I think it's more than just the special operations community. It's the whole force. This becomes the #1 priorities. And as you've seen, they've stopped doing combat options. I think that's to dedicate all available assets to find the second pilot. And the good news, it's dark in Iran right now. So that gives him the ability to escape and evolve. It gives us the ability to look for him at night that only we can do. So that really enhances the probability that we still have time to find this pilot.
Robert, talk about how the intense training that the military does plays into this and plays into how quickly this pilot can be recovered.
Well, I don't want to give away any tactics, techniques, or procedures that may be utilized tonight, but you're exactly right. All pilots, all special operations warriors, all those people who go in harm's way are trained in escape and evasion. And that's exactly what's going on with this individual right now. He's gotten away from the crash site. He's going to places where people won't find him, hopefully remotely. And he's out in Kyrgyzstan, which is down the southern point of the Zagros mountain range. So this is pretty remote. So we have plenty of time to hopefully go and find him. And he's using what he's been trained to do to be in a location to facilitate that. And hopefully some type of signaling devices that he wears and we can enable to help locate him. And as far as special operations, and we've talked about boots on the ground, this is where we would definitely put boots on the ground as we did with the first pilot, not only to recover him tonight, but for wherever it may be or however long it may take to recover him. If we don't find him tonight, we have no proof of life that the Iranians, that search will continue on until we find him.
What would the priorities be in the very first few minutes that a crew member hit the ground? Where are they looking to go? How much of an impact does the different terrain have? What are they trained to do?
Get away from the immediate area. Put as much space between there and the target where people will start looking for him. And the fact that we don't know if that seat and that parachute was from the first pilot or the second pilot. But he's trained to get away. At the same time, we have instigated all our assets, space base, air base, to find this guy. So all those things are going on right now. I think the other point worth noting, and the concern here is now, because there was a surface-to-air threat that took out this aircraft. And as we know, we thought we took most of that out in the 12-day war. We thought we'd gotten most of it now, but it's obviously still out there. So that's another consideration for any force that's going in to get him. And then the other thing, they're watching to see what our adversaries are doing. What are the Iranians doing on the ground? What are we hearing they're doing? All those will be played against each other to give not only the best chance of finding this guy, but enabling anyone going in to recover him, as they did with the first pilot.
Robert, real quick, what about food and water? Does a pilot keep some sort of supply in his uniform or on his uniform? Obviously, he's away from the aircraft. So just how long can someone survive?
He's got a full kit on him. That's part of the standard loadout. He'll have stuff, and he's good for a while. I don't think food or water is an issue now. It may be in the next day or two, but his main focus is getting where he can't be captured and then communicating so the force can come in to get him. So food and water won't be a real issue for another day or two. And as we noted, the Iranians are offering rewards. I'm sure everyone's keenly aware that if they find him, the Americans will pay very well to get this person back. And so I think all these are the tools we have in our kit to go after and get this pilot and make sure he or she are recovered.
Okay, Robert, thank you so much for that insight. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Robert.